inch closer, the depth of the field will decrease. Means either you will focus more on the palatal canal or you will focus more on the mesiobuccal or the distal canal. So ultimately, with the help of a microscope, when you increase the magnification, that is from 2x to down to the 16 or 20x, then you can focus only the palatal canal or the mesiobuccal canal or the distal canal. Hence, the depth of the field will decrease as focal length will decrease. The other way for improving the resolution is to use intensity of light, high intensity light. Light intensity is determined by inverse square law, which states that the amount of light received from a source is inversely proportional to the square of distance. So when you increase the light, lot amount of vision and resolution will be increased, but again this is a disadvantage. The other solution is magnification. We rely on magnification. We can use loops. Now, basic disadvantages of loops and microscope, coming quickly to the microscope proper, but we should understand what is the basic disadvantage of or advantage of using loops and microscope. When you see with the help of a loop, the two eyes has to converge to a point to see an object. Now, when the two eyes has to converge to a point, means both your eyes are strained. When your eyes will become strained, now over a period of time, you will feel extreme fatigue. Suppose you are doing a root canal with loops and there is extreme calcification, you are removing denticles, you are negotiating the canal, say 1 hour, you will feel extremely exhausted and tired. You will just want to throw the loops away and sit and relax in a very harmonious way. But this is no way to get that. The second most important thing is with the help of a loop, even the slightest movement will cause absolutely disruption. You will never refocus to the thing which you are again focusing it. So the focus will be jeopardized, and the second most important is the eye strain and fatigue. With the help of a microscope, you see there is a parallel orientation of the beam. Means the eye to the eyes, these rays of light are parallel, and it is the object is being centered on. So fatigue now, you will not fight fatigue. The advantages. The advantages eye produces superior magnification, like sphericals and chromatic aberrations, excellent depth of field, and the focal length is 30 to 45 centimeters, thereby reducing eye strain and head and neck fatigue. Now, everything what I mean about the focal length is that, so when we use a microscope, there has to be a certain distance between the patient and a microscope, so that the maneuverability as well as the instrument, taking the instrument and putting the instrument inside the root canal becomes very easy. So that should be, that is a target and object distance should be there, so that the maneuverability and use of hands, use of instrument should be there. What are the disadvantages? That there is a practical maximum magnification is only about, that is, I'm talking about the loops, is about 4.5 and heavy and widely with a limited field of view. Now coming to the dental operating microscope profile, this is a large-size microscope, and it comprises of most important thing is that this is the body of a microscope. It comprises of binoculars, and these are the motorized handles. Here there is a zoom handle as well as the focusing knob. This is the focusing knob, and magnification इससे change कर सकते हैं. And the second, this is the eyepiece of binoculars. I will be explaining about the global microscope as well. Apple introduced the dental operating microscope in 1981. This microscope was very poorly configured and ergonomically difficult to use. It was capable of only one magnification and had only straight binoculars and fixed focal length of 250 millimeters. And it used angled illumination instead of confocal illumination. Confocal illumination in which a parallel beam of light should be centered, so the eye strain is minimized. Now, H. Setter, 1986, was first endodontist to publish an article on use of dental operating microscopes in endodontics, and Gary Carr introduced a dental operating microscope that had Galilean optics and that was ergonomically construed for dentistry. There were 5 discrete magnifications from 3.5 to 30x, and stable mounting on either the wall or ceiling, angled binoculars, configured with adapters for assistant scopes and videos with 35mm cameras, confocal. All these features are present in the microscope which is present in this institute. These are features which is present in global microscope. Now, this is Kim, father of as a was thought that the aberrations of the canal, even more new canals you can find, just like tracing the MB3. MB3 is becoming more popular now. In 100 out of 13 cases, you will find an MB3 canal. Even in the lower molars, you can find more than 5 canals also. Sometimes you can find the middle distal canals. Then the MB2 canal previously with an unaided vision was around about 25 to 30%, and with a microscope is about 92%. So in 100 out of 100 cases, 92 cases you will find an MB2 canal. And similarly in the 7 molar, this is the upper second molar, you will find 60% of cases with the help of a microscope. So through an aided vision, the chances of failure of an endodontic therapy is negligible. Now coming to the principles